many Trig Pillars are there in the UK today? Gets you thinking, doesn't it? I will give you the answer at the end. So welcome, this is Elaine and this is the Diary of a Geospatial Marketeer. So what's been happening this week with me and my team? As you know, if you've seen the videos, we work quite closely with a company called Certainty 3D who produce point cloud processing software called Topcon. And we've actually, there's a couple of things that have happened, including me taking over a bit more of a strategic role for the UK and European markets. So I currently look after the marketing for Certainty 3D. We've been going with the company now since January 2017. So that's been really interesting. One of the strategic things that we are going to do is develop the UK and European sales, and that includes not just from a sales point of view, but from a support point of view. So I'm currently on the lookout, and if you've seen the video from yesterday, you will see the post about the business development manager. So any guys that are excited about this, do let me know. That takes me on to Get Kids Into Survey. So as you know, we've done the Get Kids Into Survey campaign, and we had a very good start at the start of November, sending it out to the Survey Association conference. And it is still gaining quite good traction. We've had another load of posters shipped out this week all over the world. And I'm finished the winter scene, or the first draft of the winter scene for January, and that's going to come out. And again, we will do the same thing where we print about 500 to 800 posters, and we can utilize them, send them to schools and stuff like that. So that again is going to follow the sort of same theme, you know, what type of survey are we in, and get kids really excited about actually what surveyors actually do, but also what the manufacturers do. If it's manufacturers or resellers of equipment, you know, what exciting things that we get up to. So that should be good. So more to come on that one. I've been scribbling hard when it comes to Point of Beginning magazine, who are the survey publication based in the States. So this week I've had my head literally in books and doing some research on the internet with regards to a different perspective when it comes to the surveyors and how a surveyor's client will actually do their research to find the type of buyer. So there's another piece of content that I want you to have a look at, and that's literally the buyer's journey. So there's 3 parts to the buyer's journey, and this is according to the Content Marketing Institute. You have the discovery phase. So and this can actually work with surveyors or surveyors' clients, but also surveyors looking at equipment from equipment manufacturers. So in that discovery phase, the customer, the person purchasing the equipment or the service, is going to have to find a problem, or has a problem, and what do they do with that problem? So they need to think about change in the business. Do they want to change? That's the main thing. So if they don't want to change, nothing's going to actually happen. So they won't buy that new piece of equipment, they won't change a new method, that sort of thing. So that's the first part of the buying cycle. The second thing is committing to that change. So if the client decides that, yes, I want to change and let's go for it, then have they committed to it? The second stage to the buyer's journey is the consideration phase. So they need to find you. So if it's a reseller of equipment, or if you're a surveyor selling to a project or an architect or something like that, you know, they're going to have to find you, and they're going to have to do some exploring. So this is where it becomes really important. Are you being found on the internet? Are you being found? Do people know who you are? That sort of thing. So they've got to explore. Then they've got to commit to a solution. So, for example, they might be looking at purchasing a mobile mapping system. So there's like several different types of mobile mapping systems, but which one is going to be best for their needs. So they're going to have a look at it. And I've actually done something quite nice. I've actually pulled out several different videos for you to have a look at. Some of them are really good. In fact, they're all pretty good, but which one actually gets across what it's actually trying to solve? So I have my favourite, but you can have a look at that. The third part of the buying cycle is the decision part. So that decision part is actually justification. So when they've done their research, they've found the best, they've narrowed it down to say 2 mobile mappers, which one are they going to choose? And it can't just go on cost. If you've done your marketing correctly, they will look at the different things that it's going to solve, the different problem it's going to solve, so their need. So then the decision is, you know, the justification to purchase that unit. So one of the things that is quite good, and also Cert3D do this with their people. So if you are buying a mobile mapping system, how much does that mobile mapper cost you? And how long is it going to take you until you get your return on your investment? So how many days are you going to be mapping? How much processing are you going to do? How much is that going to cost? When are you going to get it back? So things like that. And then making that selection from the customer's point of view. So it's a big piece of kit, it's a big chunk of cash, you know, so they've got to make that decision. Have a look at the videos, see what you think. Oh, and before I forget, there are 5,500 trig points in the UK. That's all for me. Thanks, guys. See you later.